it's a difficult one. It depends on what particular problems that student has. So I'm sort of thinking if you break that down a little bit, let's say this particular student is very good, but they're concerned about vocabulary.
Yeah.
They think they don't have enough vocabulary to express their ideas. Well, there's a number of things you could do with that. Like one of them could be that this student is very good at speaking, but they don't have enough what I call linking phrases.
Right.
The kind of ones that we've been using in the writing, in addition, on the other hand. There are some slightly less formal ones that you can use in speaking. But similarly, they need to be there to kind of link your spoken language together. So I would, give some examples of that, or I would give like a list and kind of practice using them, and then encourage the student to go away and as they speak and record themselves speaking, look at that list and try and bring them into their speaking in a kind of a slow practice method. Right.
And try.
But that's those. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and incorporate them into the everyday speaking.
Now that's that particular problem, but it might be something else. It might be just a lack of interesting vocabulary. So that would be a case where a student maybe needs to go away and read newspapers or listen to news on the TV and identify some useful, general, interesting words and actually write them down and say, okay, I want to include these. And like each week, maybe we're looking at 10 new words that you want to try and use in your speaking.
Yeah.
And that's just a vocabulary issue. I mean, if it's something like a fluency issue where a student can't speak in a nice, flowing, natural kind of way, then again, I go back to my recording there and I say to students, look, you've got to speak to yourself every day about various things that happen to you. Maybe record yourself one day, don't record yourself the next, but this little process helps you to kind of build confidence.
Yes.
And the process of just being able to talk to yourself in English just helps your brain to find the words you need more quickly because you're kind of forcing yourself to do it.
Exactly.
So that's another idea. Or again, if it's an accuracy problem like with the articles, similar advice that I gave before about focusing on the rules and practicing in a written way, but actually listen to people speaking on TV or in TV series or in films or in news programs, and just see how many times they use an article as they speak, that kind of thing, and then try and develop yourself with those rules.
Right.
I've actually had a student who was concerned about all of those things. In fact, his vocabulary, his fluency, but he was good. And he actually went away and recorded BBC News, BBC Newsreader. And what he did, he recorded it and then would play it back, short chunks, stop it, and actually repeat what the newsreader had said.
Right.
Now, he did this over a period of time, and he actually helped improve his vocabulary. He definitely improved his fluency because a few weeks later, we did an IELTS speaking test, practice test together, and I said, my God, what happened? You're a different person. But it also helps pronunciation as well because you're listening to a native speaker do what you want to do.
Right.
So that's definitely a very useful technique. It certainly helped him.
Thanks for listening to IELTSPodcast.com. And remember to leave your email for updates and early access to new podcasts.